Hello and welcome back to another video. So the damp, dreary, dark nights are upon us. It's now going dark at around 4:30. For a lot of us, the midweek rides of an evening have now stopped, and a lot of us have now moved indoors, as have I. Not really doing too much riding outside, pretty much in the week, other than my commute to work is the only outdoor rides that I do. So I'm spending a lot of time on my turbo trainer. I've got plenty of months left and I need something to train for, something to aim for come 2023. Rewind a little bit, some of you that have been tuned into the channel and been subscribed for a long time, and if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. You'll know that I was training earlier in the year to do the coast to coast, the Way of the Roses from Morecambe to Bridlington. Now that ride never happened. The logistics in getting it organised, I just couldn't get anything to fit. So it meant me getting from here to Morecambe and then from Bridlington back home. And for someone to follow me, it's a hell of a lot of driving for somebody to do in a one day. And I just couldn't make it happen. So I've been looking at events happening in 2023, and there's a massive event which I keep putting off that happens on my doorstep pretty much, is the Tour de Manc. And they do a few different variations of it. They start off with, like, I forget the names of them now, the screenshot of the different rides available will be popping up here, but the one that I've chosen to do is the Mad Manc, which is 200 kilometers, which is around 125 miles and 10,000 foot of climbing. I have never in my life ever done a ride like that, of that much miles to feet climbing ratio. So I need to throw myself into some hard training over the winter months, and now's the time to start. So at the minute we're 7 weeks out from Christmas. Some of you will know, because I'm going to do another one now. In the last FTP video that I did, I made an epic mistake. I used my FTP score from last year, which Zwift will base your training around, and it absolutely ruined me just in the warm-up to it, because I was nowhere near at the level I was last year. However, I did an FTP test then, and that's given me an FTP score, and with some of the races that I've been doing, it's been bumping up. So back in March, when I put the turbo trainer away on Zwift, my FTP was 285, and that was using my Elite Zumo turbo trainer. And then over the summer months on my Garmin with my stages power meter on my bike, that actually went up to 313. But when I come back in and I did a turbo training session, an FTP test, my FTP score had dropped to 260, and like an idiot I didn't have my Garmin and my stages using that as well as using the turbo trainer, so I could compare and see where I was at. And then since then my FTP has actually jumped up to 275 with races and whatnot. So tonight, in this video, before I book this race, I am going to be doing another FTP test, which is going to be using my current FTP score, and hopefully I can get a benchmark of where I'm at now, and then throw myself into some training to get used to climbing, for doing something. I think this 6 week block between now and Christmas, I'm actually going to do an FTP builder. But if any of you have got any old training plans for hill climbing on Zwift, please let me know down below in the comments, because I need all the advice that I can in doing this, because it's going to be something that I've never done before, and any help will be highly appreciated, because I can't seem to see on the Zwift any climbing training, which is something that I need. That's my weak point in my rides. I can put the power out and I can fly along on the flats, could be faster, but that's something I'm not too fussed about. This ride I've actually done a few 100-mile plus rides, and I know I can do that, I know what that takes, but doing that kind of length with the climbing, that's a whole nother ball game, and it's something that I need to do. I'm quite lucky because where the ride starts from is like 4 miles away from my house, and it actually goes all around near where I live. So over the coming months, it's not going to be a weekly or a monthly thing, but I'm going to be going out and doing rides and hitting different sections of this, and I'll be putting them down on the videos just to see where I'm at as a kind of log. And if any of you do fancy coming along on this journey with me, please let me know, and maybe we could do some, maybe I'll put on a training ride on Zwift for us all to jump on if anyone's interested in doing this. It is quite a popular event, it's just something I've never done because I've been and avoided it. Anyway, enough waffling, let's get the turbo trainer set up and let's get this FTP done, because trust me, I've been trying to talk myself out of it all day long, and it's something that needs to happen here, now, tonight, just to see where I'm at. So yeah, let's get this show on the road. So the plan is just to go as hard as I can for 20 minutes. So you'll see it spiking up like that, my power. It shows you on the bottom of the screen, you can see where it was red, and that was from the last 60 seconds. Sorry, the last 5 minutes. And then all the grey bit is what I've done so far. As you can see, prepare for your max 20-minute effort. 10 seconds, right, music on. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Stood up to give me backside rest. Five minutes. How am I doing? Dead. No, it's not time to add weight so much. Five minutes left to go. I don't think I can hold on to this for another 5 minutes. Hey, FTP test. That was hard. That was really friggin' hard. 295, made up with that. It's higher than I thought it was going to be going through that. However, the Garmin, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, detected 310 watt FTP. To be fair, for argument's sake, I think that I should have calibrated them both before, to be honest with you. I've recently calibrated the one on the bike, but the Zwift one, the Elite Turbo Trainer, you have to do that from warm. Right, finish this ride off and I'll come back to you. Well, that was my FTP test, and I'm not calling it day one, but the start of training for the Tour de Manc, which is going to be one of the hardest rides I've ever done. I'm literally just signing up now, and it's all my personal details, so I'm not showing you that, for obvious reasons. But I'll be doing another FTP test once we get near to Christmas, the week before Christmas, as well as doing the Alp on Christmas Day. I'm on a mission at the minute to try and get the Tron bike on Zwift. I'm 10,400-ish metres of climbing to go. I've been doing the Alp at least once a week now for the past, since September. So yeah, you can imagine how much elevation I've done. I've been hammering it. Well, I wanted to share that with you, but too many personal details on there. But as you can see, I'm all signed up, all done. I am going to do it. I will complete it. It's going to be the hardest ride I've ever done. Not the longest ride I've ever done, but definitely going to be the hardest ride, just purely because of the climbing. However, I'm in a good position now to start training really hard for it. The date today is currently Monday the 7th of November, so I've got a gap between now and Christmas where I can go hard with nothing really to interfere it other than a concert I'm going to in December, which is going to be fun, Queen concert. And then after Christmas, then I'm going to go really hard. I'm going to break up the route. The route is literally based all around me, so I'm based in Royton. The start for the ride is literally about 4 miles from my house, so I can just pedal over there, start the ride, and then we head out down towards, well, there'll be a link, there'll be a route map popping up here. I've done majority of the ride, I know pretty much all the areas, but there's a few climbs which I've always avoided, so the mission is between now and then is to start breaking up the route, so hopefully I can go and hit every part of the ride so I know each climb and what's coming up and be prepared for it, and actually start putting my body under the stress where I'm doing long miles and then I'm going to be hitting some hard climbs. If any of yous have got any training advice, please leave links down below, or please leave in the comments down below, and please also consider subscribing, because I'm going to need every bit of help that I can with this one, because this is going to be, it's going to be tough, really tough ride. But I guess that's the fun in doing it, and as well as doing all that as well, I'm going to be having a baby, so I'm going to be spending a lot of time in here and getting out when I can. But anyway, I've thrown myself in. We're going to do it. We're going to do the ride. If you want to come and join me, please just let me know. Sign up and let me know whether you're doing it or not. I am going to be riding at my own pace. I'm not going to be chasing anyone, and I'm not going to be trying to hold out too much for other people as well, because you are timed on this, and if you're not hitting certain checkpoints by certain times, you actually get diverted onto the shorter route, because there is 4 routes. No my luck, I'll end up on the shortest route, which is nothing to be ashamed of, but I do want to complete the hardest one. So on that one, please consider pressing the subscribe button. Take care, keep your legs turning. I'll be back soon with another training video. Until then, have a good week. I'll see you soon. Bye.